Welcome back. Today we are going to learn about the modules in Python. Okay. So what we are going to learn? We are going to learn about what is module, why we use modules, types of modules and different types of import modules. Clear? We'll see one by one. Let's start. So let's see the definition here. What is written here? A module in Python is a file that contains Python code like functions, variables, classes. Okay. So that means modules are nothing but the predefined code which is already written by the Python compiler. We just need to import the modules. Okay. So what is the use of that? We can reuse that file in another Python program. Okay. For example, you are writing one five line of codes. Okay. Say adding two numbers. So if we have already a module called add numbers, then we can just import the modules. Okay. After importing, we can just pass the two numbers using the module name. Then it will calculate the addition of a program. Clear? So in simple words, a Python file .py that contain reusable code. As I have said, we can have two types of modules. One is predefined, that is already defined by the Python developer, and one is user defined. User defined means us. Okay, we can create our own user defined modules. Today we are going to look at predefined modules that is already available in Python. Okay. So let's see why we are using modules. What are the needs arises that we have to use the modules? Okay, there are mainly three reasons. Okay, I have already written here. First is code reusability. What is code reusability? Which means once you have written the module, then you can write again and again and you can use in any other files. Okay, that means we don't have to write again and again the same code, and it saves the memory also. Second is better organization. Okay, since in big organization we have to write a lots of codes. Okay, so in order to organize each and every code, we can create a module. Okay, and later on we can integrate all those modules in one files. Third is easy maintenance. Okay, as we have written all the codes in modules, it is easy for the developer to check an error or from where the error has arrived. Okay, it will give specific line, specific modules that this line has contained error. Then it is easy for the developer to maintain each and every code. Clear? So these are the use of modules. Now we will jump into the types of module. As I have already said, we have two types of modules. First one is built-in. Okay, that means already developed by the Python developer. Second is user-defined modules. User-defined modules means that we are going to create modules for our own purposes. Clear? Now let's start with the built-in modules. In this video, we are going to talk about built-in modules only. So what are built-in modules? Some popular built-in modules are math. Okay, that means it is already present in the Python libraries. We just need to import. Second is random, datetime, OS. Okay, so basically these are some of the modules. There can be thousands of modules in Python libraries, but just for showing purposes, we are showing displaying only four of the modules. Okay, in the upcoming classes, we will see some of the examples. Now, for example number one, okay, let's talk about the math module, how it works. So let me comment this out. So in order to use any module, we need to use import keyword, okay, followed by the module name. So now since we are working with mathematics, there is maths number, we'll use math module. Okay, so import math. The moment we use this import math, all the maths function we can use. Okay, for example, print math dot square root. Okay, so how will use the module? The module name with the dot operator and the function name. Okay, this dot operator will join the module with the function. Okay, so simply math dot square root, then pass the number. Okay, then math dot factorial, pass the number. Okay, so once I done this, you can see the output clearly. You can see 5 and 120. Okay, square root of 25 is 5. Okay, and factorial of 5 is 120. Clear? Now let's look at different ways to import modules. Okay, this is the first way to import modules. We can import in different ways. First, we see the method one, using the keyword import, like the previous one. This one, import met. Okay, so you can see the syntax: import module name. We have used met, so we'll use met. Okay, this one already I have shown you the example. Okay, second one is import with aliases. Okay, it is similar to the previous one, but here what we'll do is we'll give the shorthand name. Okay, met as m. Okay, why we are doing this? Because it increases the readability. Okay, we don't have to use met again and again. We can use directly m in order to find the modules. Okay, you can see I will just show you the example by running. It works fine. Okay, you can see 6. Okay, so mat dot square root of 36 is 6. Clear? So you can see with the aliases also it works perfectly. Now method 3. So from module import specific function. Okay, before what we used to do, import mat, we pass the module name, but here what we'll do, from mat, inside the mat we'll import square root. That means import square root from mat. Okay, so we can use this square root and factorial. Remember that from mat import square root and factorial. Okay, here you can see the differences. Okay, print square root of 49, print factorial of 4. Okay, now we don't have to use this one, mat dot square root. We can write square root of 49. Clear? Difference. Okay, difference between these two. Here what we have to do, mat dot square root, but here we don't have to pass mat dot square root. We directly pass square root. Okay, and the compiler will understand that we want to find the square root of 49. Okay, just remember the third form is from mat import whatever you want to find. Okay, clear? Since we have already passed here square root factorial, it will understand that this 2 belongs to the mat function. Okay, so if I run this, you can see the program output. You can see 7 and 24. Okay, now let's look at common mistake made by the users. Okay, first mistake is forgetting to import the module. This one. This is a common mistake that people used to do when they are new to the module. Okay, so just remember, always use import module and keyword. Okay, second is wrong code. Okay, so wrong code means you are writing the wrong logic in the code. Okay, it doesn't work if you are writing the wrong code even though you have used the correct keyword or module. For example, you can see print mat dot square root of 25. Why it will give error? Because you have not imported the mat module. Clear? So it will say mat is not defined. Okay, why not defined? Because we have not imported the module. Okay, now if I will show you this one, you can see it. I will show you the error. Wait, if I run this, you can see error, mat dot square root of 25. Name mat is not defined. Okay, then they will say, did you forget to import the mat module? Okay, so this is the very important part. Last one is name error. Okay, so it will give name error, mat is not defined as I have shown you here. Okay, so what is the correct code? We have to import just the mat and print the square root of 25. Okay, clear? So this is the first part of your module, that is used. So let's revise what we have learned till now. So in this video we have learned what is a module, why modules are used, built-in modules, different ways to import modules. Okay, so in the next video what we will learn, user defined module. Okay, clear? So we will see in the next video. Thank you.